The question is simple.
Who
Did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files? Yes or no?
Why don't you try spelling it out?
Yes
if you're gonna mock
or no,
me.
Director?
Use the alphabet.
Yes or no?
No? A, B, C,
Director,
D, E, F?
it sounds like you don't want to tell us. Did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name was in the Epstein files?
Why don't you try serving your
Director,
constituency by focusing on reducing violent crime in this country and the number of pedophiles that are illegally harbored in your sanctuary cities in California? I'll work with you on that.
Regular order, Mr.
Chairman.
Director,
I
belongs to the gentleman from California.
Did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files?
The question has been asked and answered.
Let's be clear. The man was being attacked, not questioned. That hearing was less about finding the truth and more about creating a viral moment. And Patel handled it with controlled fire. Not backing down, not giving an inch, but standing on the principle that the FBI's mission is to protect the country, not to indulge political witch hunts. And honestly, I respect that. When he said, "My job is to provide for the safety and security of this country, not to engage in political innuendo so you can get your 20-second fundraising hit," that was the line of the day. That's leadership under fire. Now, before we dive into the details, make sure to like this video, hit subscribe, and drop your thoughts below, especially if you believe the FBI needs reform, but you also respect when someone like Patel refuses to let Congress turn justice into theater. All right? Let's get into it, because what happened in this hearing deserves a full breakdown.
Gentleman from Kentucky is recognized for unanimous consent.
Mr. Chairman, I ask unanimous consent to submit two sets of documents. The first is a series of emails from the victims of Jeffrey Epstein. They are making FOIA requests to get their own FBI files and not having any success. So I want to bring attention to that by submitting that to the record. The second document that I want to submit to the record, for the record, I know we don't usually read these. This one's not readable. It's completely redacted. For the most part, the first 50 pages. This is actually the search warrant that was served on James O'Keefe for a diary that he had already given to the government 2 months before. And as it turns out, there were no indictments here, yet he still doesn't know why he was raided, and I think he deserves to know. So,
Without objection.
Thank you.
The chair now recognizes the gentleman from California.
Director, the first time you saw Donald Trump's name was in the Epstein files. Did you close the files or keep reading?
I have reviewed not the entirety of the files, so
you haven't reviewed all of the Epstein files?
Personally, no.
You're the director of the FBI. This is the largest sex trafficking case the FBI has ever been a part of. Buck stops at the top, and your testimony today is you have not reviewed all of the files.
What I've been doing is been busy providing the safest country this country has seen in modern U.S. history in historic speed, because the men and women of the FBI are given the resources to reduce the homicide rate, to reduce the drug trafficking rate, to reduce the amount of children that are being trafficked and the number of pedophiles.
It sounds like those children being trafficked would appreciate the director reviewing the files. You said you don't know the number of times Trump's name appears in the files, so it could at least be 1,000 times. Is that right?
The number is a total misleading factor. We have not released anyone's name in the Epstein files that has not been credible.
Director, could it at least be 1,000 times?
We have released every piece of legally permissible information.
Okay,
you can characterize the numbers however you want it.
Reclaiming my time, Director. It sounds like if you don't know the number, it could at least be 1,000 times.
It's not. It's not.
Is it at least 500 times?
No.
Is it at least 100 times?
No.
Then what's the number?
I don't know the number, but it's not that.
Do you think it might be your job to know the number?
My job is to provide for the safety and security of this country. My job is not to engage in political innuendo so you can go out to the sticks and get your 20-second hit in your fundraising article.
My time, Director.
Keep going, reclaiming your time, because the people of California are being underserved by your representation.
If the president is not implicated, why not release everything that involves him?
We have released everything, the president and anyone else's side, that is credible and lawfully be able to be released. Your fixation on this matter and baseless accusations that I'm hiding child pedophiles is disgusting. Anyone that says that needs to look at the stats alone and go back to the state of California, who's receiving the biggest surge in FBI resources through my redeployment, because the cities of Los Angeles, San Diego, and San Francisco need it.
Director, remembering your oath to tell the truth, did you ever tell Donald Trump his name is in the files?
I have never spoken to President Trump about the Epstein files.
Did you ever tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files?
The Attorney General and I have had numerous discussions about the entirety of the Epstein files and the reviews conducted by our team.
Did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files?
And we have released where President Trump's name is in
It's
the
a simple
attorney's
question.
file.
Did you tell the Attorney General that the President's name is in the Epstein files?
During many conversations that the Attorney General and I have had on the matter of Epstein, we have reviewed
The question is
painstakingly
simple.
who
Did you
can
tell
be-
the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files? Yes or no?
Why don't you try spelling it out if
Yes
you're going
or
to mock me?
no, Director?
Use the alphabet.
Yes or no?
No? A, B, C,
Director,
D, E, F?
it
Don't
sounds
wanna
like
do
you
it?
don't want to tell us. Did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name was in the Epstein files?
Why don't you try serving your
Director,
constituency
did
by
you tell the
focusing on
Attorney
reducing
General
violent
that Donald
crime in this
Trump's name-
country and the number of pedophiles that are
Director,
legally
reclaiming my
harbored in
time,
your
Director.
sanctuary cities in
Director,
California?
reclaiming
I'll
my
work with
time.
you on that. Do
Regular
you wanna
order, Mr.
work with us
Chairman.
on that?
Director,
Time
reclaiming my
belongs to the
time.
gentleman from California.
Did you tell the Attorney General that Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files? Yes or
Question
no?
has been asked and answered.
You have not answered it, and we will take your evasiveness as a consciousness of guilt. Director, did Donald Trump ever say to you, just find and release the entire truth? Don't worry if I'm in it?
The instructions from the administration were to release all credible information, and we have done that.
Did Donald Trump ever provide information about Jeffrey Epstein as an informant?
Donald Trump has not been, and I can only speak for the FBI, an informant of the FBI.
So, Director, you've played this cute shell game where you say you can't release everything because the court has said that it legally is not allowed to be released, but the court calls bullshit. Judge Richard Berman said that when you went to the court, quote, information contained in the Epstein grand jury transcripts pales in comparison to Epstein investigation information and materials in the hands of the Department of Justice. So let's move on, Director. You wrote a book called Government Gangsters. You identified 20 individuals in that book. You put me on that list at the top of the list. Thank you. My children find it flattering. 20 of those individuals have been investigated or have had adverse actions. Director, considering that you have identified these people as, quote, government gangsters, will you recuse yourself from making any investigation decisions about these individuals?
Anyone that has been terminated at the FBI has been done so
the
because
question
they failed
again.
to meet the muster in their
Director,
constitutional
I will
obligation.
work on the
No.
audio-visual capabilities.
I'm
of
going
this
to
room, so I
borrow
don't
your
think you can hear me.
terminology and call
I'm reclaiming
bullshit
my
on your
time.
entire career in
I'm
Congress.
reclaiming my
It has
time,
been a
Director.
disgrace to the American
Director, I'm
people.
reclaiming my
You
time.
can
No,
reclaim your
you
time all you
recuse
want.
yourself.
Mr. Chairman, you're going to allow a witness to speak, Mr. Sway?
Mr. Chairman,
Would you give,
recuse yourself, Director?
The gentleman has no time to
Mr. Chairman, would you
recuse.
admonish the
point of-
witness not to insult members?
The gentleman has no time.
Mr. Chairman,
The
just
committee will remember.
quick point of order. Could the gentleman be extended an additional 20 seconds to complete his thoughts since the witness decided to interrupt him
And
continuously?
then the witness will be able to respond if he wants. We'll make sure he
Thank
has
you.
time to do that.
My question
Gentleman,
is,
continue.
will you, Director, recuse yourself, yes or no, from investigating or making decisions about the 60 individuals, including myself, that you identified as government gangsters? Yes or no?
Time of the gentleman has expired. The
No.
witness may respond if he would like.
And the answer was no, as I heard.
Correct.
Okay.
Let's start from the top. The hearing opened with some real substance. Emails from Epstein's victims trying to access their own FBI files and a redacted search warrant tied to journalist James O'Keefe. Those issues should have been the focus: transparency, accountability, justice for victims. But what did the hearing turn into? A personal attack session on Director Kash Patel, a man tasked with leading one of the most complex agencies in the country during a time of chaos. When the congressman from California started hammering Patel about Donald Trump's name appearing in the Epstein files, it was obvious he wasn't seeking facts. He was chasing headlines. He threw out wild guesses. Could it be 1,000 times? 500 times? 100? And Patel, staying disciplined, refused to take the bait. He said it clearly. He doesn't know the number, and what's released are only credible names approved by law. That's professionalism. That's what protecting due process looks like. Then the congressman tried to corner him with the "Did you tell the Attorney General that Trump's name is in the files?" question. He asked it like 5 different times, like a prosecutor rehearsing for a soundbite. Patel held his ground. Calm, deliberate, focused. When he finally said no, it wasn't hesitation. It was exhaustion from having to explain basic procedural law to someone who clearly didn't want to hear it. This was not an evasive director. It was a director refusing to let Congress twist law enforcement into partisan propaganda. And when Patel finally pushed back, calling out the congressman for neglecting his constituents, for chasing headlines instead of addressing violent crime and trafficking in his own state, that hit home. Because that's the uncomfortable truth. Too many politicians love talking about justice, but ignore what's happening in their own backyard. Let's also not ignore how the hearing ended. The congressman accused Patel of bias because of his book Government Gangsters, asking him to recuse himself from investigations involving anyone mentioned. That's absurd. You don't get to bully a sitting FBI director out of his job because you didn't like how he described government corruption in a book. Patel's answer? No. Simple, direct, unapologetic. That's the strength we need in public service. Not someone who folds the second politics come into play. Now, was Patel perfect? No public official ever is. But in this hearing, he embodied discipline and composure. He didn't lose focus. He didn't lose control. And he reminded everyone that the FBI's purpose is to serve justice, not politics. That's what leadership looks like when the cameras are rolling and the knives are out. So to everyone watching, this wasn't about Epstein or Trump or some mystery number of mentions. It was about whether our institutions will stand firm when politicians try to weaponize them. And Kash Patel, love him or hate him, showed that he won't let the FBI be turned into a stage for political grandstanding. If you believe in accountability and professionalism, if you believe that protecting justice matters more than scoring points on Twitter, then this hearing should give you hope. Because leadership under fire is rare, and Patel showed it in real time. If you agree, smash that like button, share this video, and comment "Stand Firm" down below. Let's keep this conversation going, because truth still matters, and integrity still counts.